Hello everyone and welcome to another cosplay Q&A with me. I'm Zeroah Cosplay. Tonight I have an absolutely fantastic guest of mine from the Somerset cosplayers, the lovely Zeroah Cosplay. Hello my dear, how are you?
Hello.
You and your
I'm good, thank
wonderful
you.
hair, you and your absolutely crazy hair. I love how vibrant and colourful your hair is. That is insane.
It's always this color. Well,
It's
maybe.
it's a it's a plethora of colours, I think, because I've seen you with more colours than. It's insane how many colours you have. Oh, there
This
we
is one
go.
of them.
Everyone in chat is like, cat, cat. Okay. This is Cloud.
This is Cloud.
This is
Look.
that's Cloud, and the cat is also called Cloud. So for everyone in chat, it's Cloud. Everyone say hi to Cloud. Absolutely lovely. Jim Quizzical, let the noise and madness begin. Thank you for the bit, Jim Quizzical. Thank you for them biddies. Ranger Creek, Cloud. So this is my lovely friend Amy, Zeroah Cosplay. She's one of the founding members of the Somerset cosplayers.
The original.
The original, the OG crew. I actually have a little badge from the Somerset cosplayers that you gave to me at like one of my first cons. And you were like, "You're now one of us." And I'm like, "Okay."
One of us.
One of
One
us.
of us.
One of us.
Sounds like Bristol.
Honestly, it's really fun. It's really fun.
One of
So
us.
we have questions, all the questions, and it's getting to that point now where I've got 2 pages of questions. It's getting to that point now where more people are sending me questions. Ah, look at the kitty. It's sending me more questions in so I can ask cosplayers different stuff, and I think that's really awesome. So if you guys also have anything in chat that you would like to ask, make sure you at Ranger of Krieg. He is my mod tonight. He will then forward the messages to me on my cellular device so that I can see them and it pings me so I can ask the lovely
All the
Amy.
technology.
All the technology. Without my Harold, I don't think I'd be able to do much of anything really. So he's my boy.
You see how I'm being spied on now.
Just looking over like that's not Cloud, is it? Is Cloud?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
well.
sorry. For a second I thought it
I
was
don't
your
know
other
what
cat.
A is. Don't know.
So, we have a bunch of questions for you, and I'm going to start off with the first one. How long have you been cosplaying?
Oh, you asked me this last time, didn't you?
I asked you that when we did the group one, I think.
Yeah, I
But
know. Well, 2015, I think. So about 5 years.
2015, about 5 years. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good going. I mean, we've had so many answers to that question in terms of like
Oh,
I've just started, and also I've been going my entire life. Like,
I mean, I could say 5 years, but this year doesn't count, so 4 years.
I mean, I'm counting this year because I built stuff. So
Mm.
I built stuff and I did stuff. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, as much as we didn't do any. Well, we did one event. One event.
We did. Yes, we did. Yeah.
To one event, yeah. And you were there.
I Penelope'd.
It
Yay!
was awesome. Yeah, you did. Oh my god, yeah. And that's what made me be like, I'm gonna make you the candy heart from Wreck-It Ralph.
I can't wait to get that.
I still need to give that to you. Well, at a con, we're gonna like wait for it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna send it to you in the post, but so I do like that. But you've been cosplaying now. You said 5 years, but why do you cosplay?
At first it was to get me out of myself, really.
I like
I
that.
was in a really kind of bad place, and I didn't have many friends, and all I did was work, and that's
Yeah,
very, very boring.
yeah.
But
Just
no,
working non-stop is
yeah, I was in a pretty bad place.
murder.
Um, so because mental health sucks. But the cosplay community just kind of went, "Come here. we like the weirdness of you."
You're now one of us.
And here I am, still here.
I just love
Loving
it. It is funny though. It's almost every con I see you at. It's like, oh, I wonder what color Amy's hair is today. It's like you go there. It's like, it's a different. Usually, if I want to check what color your hair is, I go to your Facebook because you change your profile picture to the color of your
I
hair.
do, but I can't change it at the moment because I don't have a rainbowy one. I need someone to make me one.
We need to get you a rainbowy one. We need to get you a rainbowy one.
It's still grey, but most of my hair is grey still. So.
But it's grey with like really cool colours at the front. And I think it looks awesome, and it is awesome. I mean, when it was just grey, that looked really badass. But you've added so much colour to it now, and it's like pops really well. Pops really awesome. So you said you've been cosplaying 5 years. Is cosplay something you see yourself doing in the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's because I mean
That
you
was
have
a really easy answer.
yeah. Well, I mean it depends because some people like maybe some. Most of the time I've had yes. Most people have said yes, but it all depends. Like for example, you've got so many like cosplays that I know of that some I've seen, some I haven't. But you are currently working on one in the background, if I'm right.
My new Merida wig.
Merida.
It's huge.
Someone's going to have to cosplay as the bear now, or her dad, but no one will do a good enough job doing his voice because Billy Connolly is the best.
Are you offering to be my bear?
No, I already have a Totoro to make. It's going to be bad enough as it is. Working with.
You could double up because you could be Tibbers at the same time.
Yeah, well, I guess I could. Oh no, Dovrig for bear. please no.
Yes,
please
Dovrig
no.
for bear.
So when it comes, obviously, ignoring the fact that we're in a lockdown, ignore that. That's just a horrible fact. But when it comes to the building side of things, like when you're like prop making or wig making or sewing, stitching, all that kind of stuff do you prefer to work alone or do you prefer to work with others? When it comes to the building side of things.
I am really bad at procrastinating. And I need someone to kick my butt into gear.
So even if it's not somebody who's actually working with you at building something as well, as long as they're
normally-
just there to occasionally sip a cup of tea and kick your
Normally
ass
it's Ed and Katie going, we got con on Saturday and you still haven't finished that thing. Don't you think you better do it? Oh, really? I was thinking about doing it 2 nights before.
Jim Quizzical, is he bear? Paul
Is he bear?
Edgard.
Yes, he is.
Oh, no.
So I do work alone near enough all of the time though. Normally with either like music on or Netflix in the background. But I do enjoy it when we go to cons and we stay over, like the whole group of us, and we're all kind of doing like last minute fixes and who's got the super glue?
I mean, when it comes to that, I think only once have I ever had to repair something before an event, and that was my Space Marine trousers I had to take into the hotel with me. And I walked past the reception just carrying these giant pair of trousers and the legs just dangling like that. And I was like, it's perfectly fine. It's not like a weird thing I'm doing in my hotel room.
Carry on.
And then I fixed them and took them out back to the van, but...
I think the funniest thing I did was in London, me and Katie just took both wig heads up. Like I had Gladys and she had, I can't remember which one she had. One of the other wig heads we have. And we were just like carrying them around this like really like London hotel in the lifts. Like, yeah, don't mind her.
Don't mind us, just heads on sticks.
And then when you come down in the morning and you look, cosplay, and they're just like, what?
This is new. I just like walking through hotel lobbies in my Space Marine, just watch the staff just like on the phones like freaking out, like what the fuck? Should we stop him? Thank you so much, Jim Crisgall, for the 5 bits. He just put Dovrig for bear, I have spoken.
You have to do it now.
But I haven't done Totoro yet. I need to do Totoro. I need to do Totoro so bad. Have you ever scared anyone coming out of a lift in like a cosplay? Not like a specifically scary one, but have you made anyone jump when the lift opens?
No, but now I want to.
Hey,
That's going to be my thing for 2021. I'm going to scare people.
If you ever want to, jump in a lift with me when I'm going down a lift at a con, and then when the doors open, just wait for the reaction. It's great. People try coming into the lift, they're looking backwards, they look forward, and they're like, it's really funny. I love it. It scares the crap out of people. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's like scare people. So.
Oh, I think I made a woman jump when I came out of a very, very like tight toilet cubicle in my Oogie dress.
Oh my god, that thing is huge. You can fit in you can actually fit in a toilet cubicle in that thing?
Well, it squishes.
Doesn't it have like multiple like rings or hoops around the inside of it?
Yeah, so the hoops kind of like they bend, so you just kind of like.
I can't imagine you just like lifting it up and then just like sitting on the toilet and then just holding it up the whole time.
Yeah, Yep.
Oh my god, no! You'd be so hot in a bear suit. I I don't
Yeah,
know.
you would.
I was gonna say I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about temperature-wise, like when I'm in my space marine, or would I
You'd be
look
very,
hot in a
very
bear suit?
warm.
Although, hold on, if I'm in a full bear suit, you won't actually see me, so I don't know.
It might
We'll
not
have
be
to leave that to
you.
the chat. We'll have to leave it to the chat. I have no idea.
Hello, Gordon.
The chat
Hello,
will be
Gordon.
open.
Artemis Blackfire, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. Every time you host, I really appreciate it. So, you've done many cosplays. You're currently working on one right now. But what is the most expensive cosplay you have made to date?
Made. So I try and keep most of my costs down because I don't have loads of money. And cosplay is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But
Trust me.
most of the money that I spend are normally on wig.
Or
'cause
or
I
in
have
this
no
case,
hair.
2 wigs.
Yeah, 2 wigs. I have no hair, so I can't even, just be like, oh, I'm gonna do that girl because she's got blonde hair and I have blonde hair. Woo, let's just go without a wig today. No, I have to suffer and wear a wig all the time. No, the most expensive thing I bought, I think, was my Batwoman suit.
Oh,
Which was
yeah,
at the
yeah,
beginning of,
because...
beginning of the shift. But I bought the suit as a base because although I'm okay at sewing, I'm not amazing at sewing. So I tend to buy things and then build on it.
Okay.
So yeah, my Batwoman suit. So I bought like the base suit, but then I made like the gauntlets and the mask, which I
Oh,
need to make.
yeah. I love the
Yeah.
mask that you made for it because I love it. There's something about it I really like because it's so
Don't
pointy.
look at it up close. Just don't look. It's really bad.
Yeah, but remember, it's always as we keep saying it always comes up in these cosplay Q&As and stuff. It's like the 6 foot rule. Doesn't matter as long as it looks good at 6
doesn't
feet
matter,
or
no.
in a photo, then it's fine. Don't come up to my suit closely. Although
Yeah, don't.
I say that there is a picture of you me literally hugging a con. It's just like,
Yeah.
but it's like don't look at it up close. Well, I'm just gonna hug you instead. It's like oh okay.
That was during Rona as well.
That wasn't so much during Rona. That con was more
Like
something
3
has
days before
happened.
we got locked down.
It's like something has happened. We're not sure what, and then that one hug is why we got locked down. But I was in power armor. I was in power armor. We were safe. It's fine. Right. I was in
That's
power
alright
armor.
then.
It's perfectly safe. So same question then, but what is the cheapest cosplay you've done?
Oogie.
Oogie's the cheapest. I love Oogie. You know my
Oogie.
favorite of yours is Oogie. The Oogie ball gown is like my favorite.
Oogie, because all of that sack Hessian was given to me by the lovely Shelley, who's in our group, and she's great. And she just came up to me at a con once and was just like, I got all of this Hessian. Do you want it? I was like, yes. I'm not going to say no.
I shall indeed take all of the free Hessian.
I shall, and I shall maybe make something. And then it sat in like the cosplay dungeon for about 4 or 5 months.
You have a cosplay dungeon? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just a room, but dungeon sounds better.
Yeah, of course. I call this the workshop, but it's more of a big shed.
Cosplay dungeon sounds so much better. Yeah. So, and then one day, I wasn't even planning on making Oogie because Oogie was originally my dream cosplay, and I always wanted to make a big dress one. And like one Tuesday, I was just like really bored, and I just started cutting Hessian, and then it kind of happened in 4 days.
That's madness. I love that it just like you made a ball gown. It just kind of happened.
It did, but I did completely make Oogie, so I'm very proud of that one.
I honestly, it's one of my favorite cosplays of yours. I mean, I've told you that several times because every time I see you in it, you just look so cool. And I think you look with the green hair, you look I don't know, you just look really cool. I think it's just like one of my favorite cosplays of yours. If I had to pick
That
your favorite
wig is amazing. I love that wig.
It is a good wig. It literally looks so good. It like flows down. It looks really pretty. And like for example, like one of the questions I have for you, or the next question I have for you is, what is your favorite cosplay? And my answer to you is your Oogie is my favorite cosplay of yours.
Yeah,
But,
so I always say I have 4 favorites.
okay.
So I've got Oogie, which is not overly small con friendly.
No, it's because it's so
So
big
Oogie
at
has
the
to go to
base.
big con. And then I have Merida is one of my faves.
Merida.
So she's always a go-to if there's going to be like kids or anything like that. She's always like,
Absolutely.
yeah, Merida, she's a fave. I love doing that. And then my favorite villain is Scarecrow.
Scarecrow's cool.
Love my Scarecrow.
It is a
Just
cool
purely
one.
because I get to go around scaring people with my needles.
The modern skull just says, "Do you ever just accidentally ball gown?" Ranger Creek cosplay.
I did.
Suddenly ball gown.
I did. I was bored, and then ball gown.
I might have to do that. I might have to sit down with like burlap sack material and just sit there and just be like, and then I'll wake up the next day and suddenly ball gown. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
That would
we
be
can make
weird.
like a little video of like a little fairy godmother coming along and ball gown.
A terrifying fairy godmother, just me
Or the
like,
space marine.
just me with my power shovel, like
Ball gown for the space marine.
ball gown for the space marine. I'll tell you something cool. My space marine is possibly in the future getting a suit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. But we're not sure yet. I'm not 100% on what's going on. But you know, Balkan Poxwalker. Oh good God, Iron Disney princess. I'm not a Disney princess. There were birds
Yeah.
outside my workshop, and I did a little time lapse video of them, and it was really nice. And there were just loads of them outside, and suddenly like people were like, "Yo, you're a Disney princess now," and I'm like, "I'm not a Disney princess."
You're a Disney princess now. Yes, you are.
I don't randomly burst into song though. So
You
oh my
still need to
God,
be
look
my
at the
Ralph.
baby! Look at the baby!
You still need to be my Ralph.
Yeah, at some point I will. I've been looking at getting the overalls and stuff like that. I might not do. I was thinking about doing the giant hands, but I might not do the giant hands. I'm not sure about doing the giant hands yet. But the overalls are hard enough to find as it is. I'm trying to find the overalls. The shirt is easy to find. The shirt I found on eBay. It was like a couple of
Good
quid.
old
but-
eBay.
Yeah, I love eBay. I buy so much off eBay. People are like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "eBay." And they're like, "You didn't go to a specific website?" I'm like, "No, I just went to eBay and just searched for it." So.
Mine's Amazon.
I see the problem I have with Amazon is I don't have Prime, and I went to buy one thing. And it was like it's like $1.99. I'm like, brilliant! It was like this address and free postage. I click it, but the postage was like a $5. So
Yeah, I've got
I
Prime
looked it
too.
up, and it was just like, your free postage is the trial of Amazon Prime, and then suddenly they
Mm.
charge you $49.99 whatever it is a year or whatever it is. It's just like it's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. So I either look at Ranger Creek cosplay and bat my eyelashes, like, "Harry, can I borrow your Amazon Prime?" And I send him the money, and he buys it for me, and I'm like, "Thank you, Harold." But yeah, Harry helps me out more in more ways than one. He doesn't just spot for me; he actually helps me with cosplays and stuff, and like helps me buy things that I can't buy off Amazon. It costs a fortune to post it. It's ridiculous. He even has my address saved now. That cat does not look impressed that you stopped petting it.
Fine.
Such a cute cat. Oh my God, I need a cat. I want a cat again. I miss my cat. Anyway, so what's your favorite convention? Now, what's really nice is over the past couple of Q&As that I've done, many of my guests have said Sci-Fi Weekender, but you've never been to Sci-Fi
I've
Weekender.
never been to Sci-Fi Weekend.
So,
no,
I
I nearly
wanna
did,
know-
and I'm gutted I never did. I was supposed to go last year, got invited, but no, didn't go. It's really hard. I love all of our UK CGF on.
That's the thing. I feel really bad because
Love them.
Sci-Fi Weekend is my favourite one, but God, I love the UK comic and gaming festivals. They are like
I love them.
they're
They're just amazing. They've got so much for everybody, and like Lisa always does her best to make sure that everyone's catered for. And the fact that we kind of took over the cosplay zone, and
The thing is, I think she's super happy with that though, because we worked the cosplay
Yeah,
zone
yeah,
before, and she's
Yeah.
super happy about that. Although I tell you what, I need to do. I either need to ask for an extra table, or I need to bring my own table, because like I need more table. It's too much stuff.
yeah.
But oh
No, yeah.
what's
UK
this
CGF
Arcus
is
Blackfire?
probably my favourite. I mean, I can't. Yeah,
It's
But
hard
my
to pick.
favorite,
Right?
I don't know whether I can say this year because it's this year. But my favorite con this year was actually LSCC Spring. It was amazing. There wasn't that many people there, but the group of people we went with, because we had a stand, Somerset Cosplayers had a stand. We had like a team of 10, and we had the best time with everyone there, and then all of the people that came to see us and stuff like that. And
Oh,
it was
that's
just
awesome.
really
So
chill
you
because
could
it was
put-
London.
So you're gonna say that is like for this year that at least that's your favorite.
But this shit, yeah, but then Weymouth was really good as well. I think the two
Weymouth
cons,
was
and both
good.
of them were great. There we go. I
I'm
love them all.
I'm
It
trying to
all
figure out what's
depends-
happening in chat. There's a link apparently that needs to be posted. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll ignore the chat. I try to ignore the chat.
I reckon cons though. It all depends on the people. Most of the
Yeah.
time, 9 times out of 10 for me, it's always about the people. I don't really go for any other reason.
I mean, I go to Sci-Fi Weekender because it's 4 days with so many of like my absolute favorite people in the world, and we get to drink and cosplay and listen to amazing music. We go for meals. We do. It's like a massive family, and I love that kind of thing because it feels like a family. Everyone has each other's back. It's just
Yeah.
it's why I love it so much. I'm not saying I don't feel like that in any other con, but I'm just saying I've been going to Sci-Fi Weekender now to the point where I feel like it's home. And if it ever got to the point where I don't know, either I wasn't asked to go to Sci-Fi Weekender or I couldn't go, I'd be devastated. Because like.
I'm the same though about UK CGF. Like I would be absolutely gutted if it was on a weekend that I was working. Or
yeah.
something.
I mean,
Oh
fair
my
play. My
And then I
absolute
probably
my
like-
absolute favorite thing that Lisa did ever was messaged me after the first UK CGF that I did. And I came home, messaged her to say, thank you so much for having me. It was absolutely wonderful. I hope I can come to another one soon. And she literally just sent me like, you have an open invite. You just tell me which ones you want to come to and you can come to them. And I'm like, okay. Like, all of them. And then I literally wrote down the ones I could do. I planned it with my old work. I was like, I sorted dates and stuff out, and then COVID hit. So, yeah.
Ugh. 2020.
Yeah, it's the way it is, sadly. But there is a random link in chat, and I'm not sure what it is. If somebody could explain, or if my mod could send it to me on Facebook Messenger. Oh, the Iron Princess! You could screw yourself. Go screw yourself. Someone edited me as I think it's
I need
Snow
to see
White.
this.
I think it's Snow White, and I'm like this, and it's holding birds, and it's just my face, and it's meh.
Oh, I just thought content is not available at this point.
Ah, yes, content is not
Boo.
available. Yes, the Iron Warriors once again. Content is not
Boo.
available. Curse my American birth. Sorry, tangent. I love going on tangents. If you ever want to go on a tangent, just go on a tangent. Go on a tangent. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for buying one of my shirts. It really meant a lot. I recently posted you with your rainbowy hair and you wearing it. That was such a cool picture. Oh, look, it looks so good on you. I like the black and white and the red really goes with like how awesome your hair is. I don't know. I just think it does. It looks awesome.
That's why I got the black one and not the white one. Because...
Yeah, the white one would have just been like. It's...
But also the white one, if it rained, it would just get like bits of...
That would be cool. Oh my god, I need to tie
I need
dye.
a tie-dye one. I need a white one now. I need to tie-dye it.
I can't believe that. That's insane. Oh, I need to tie dye a white Iron Warrior shirt.
Do it.
I've never tie dyed in my life. I think it'd be really cool. It'd be fun. It'd be really fun to do. Oh my god.
Do it.
How do you tie dye? Is it really hard?
No,
Ah, awesome. Right. I'll have to look up a video on how to
lots
do it.
of rubber bands, and you just get the shirt, and you kind of put like rubber bands on it like that, like in, so it's twirled, and then you just like dye different bits.
That's crazy.
Or you could just chuck it into a vat and just
Chuck
loads
it
of
into a
colours
vat.
in.
Tons of rubber bands and a bucket of dye. Okay,
There
well,
you go. A bucket of dye. I had a vat of dye. Mine was bad.
vat. But you have a vat in your cosplay dungeon probably for the interrogations. So, I keep saying so, but it's like so. What is your favorite part of cosplay? I've asked you what your favorite convention is, but what's your favorite part of cosplay?
Other than dressing up like an absolute loon,
Which is
the
the
people.
best? The people. We are the
Yeah,
people.
I love
We
the
are the people. We are the people.
Everyone's so lovely.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
And it's so inclusive as well. Like you could be anybody of any age, any race, any gender, any ability, disability, anything. You can still cosplay. I love it.
That's what I love about the UK CGF. When I went there first time, and I was kind of a little bit worried, and then suddenly you guys just walked up and were like, "Hey!" and I was like, "Hey!" just
With our little cloaks on going, one of us, one of us.
Instantly become friends, and I absolutely loved it. I absolutely thought it was amazing. Yes, the link still isn't working. The link is being attempted to be put in. It's not working. So yeah, no one will see, and then we'll leave it like that. Just everyone's going to put it in the Discord now, and it's going to be By the way, if you guys want to join my Discord, Ranger of Kree Cosplay, if you could put my Discord up in the chat. For those of you who haven't joined Discord, my Discord link, because Discord is fun, and I love Discord. I made a bunch of channels, including a self-promotional channel, which you can throw up your Twitch links, or if you're going live or anything like that, you can just throw it up in there and promote yourself. You're more than welcome to. I have a two-parter here for you. It's like yin-yang. It's like a good and a bad.
Yeah.
What is, your favorite part of cosplay is the question I asked you just now. What's your favorite part? And you said it's the people and all that. But what is your least favorite part of cosplay?
Can we say people again?
It's both, but it's a balance.
It's a little tiny bit of drama sometimes, which has not been this year, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So
Really
yeah,
good.
you always get one or two, But other than that, probably cosplay disasters. They if something breaks on cosplay morning or con morning, and you're like, oh!
Or for example, if a clumsy ass guy knocked your wig off
or
the
if
table
a clumsy ass guy in a freaking Space Marine comes along and ruins your wig, ugh.
and breaks the little candy that was on there, but frantically grabbed this very tube of super glue and was like, fix it, fix it, fix it. I'm glad I fixed it though. It looks fine. I was really happy with it. I was I was literally I put 3 drops on it to make sure that it wasn't too much and it wouldn't seep out, and I just put them back together. I was holding it forever.
It's still together. So.
I'm glad because it is pretty decent super glue. I'm not gonna lie. As cheap as they are incredibly strong. They're holding together so much in here right now, including.
I mean, Vanellope's only been to one con, but she's done shared loads of videos for kids during lockdown.
That was awesome of you, by the way. You even did one for me, and I have it on my phone still. It's super fun.
That was fun. No, that was fun.
I loved it. It was really nice.
At the beginning of lockdown, I was very, oh my god, what we're gonna do? Because cons are a massive part of my life.
Same.
So if I work all week, Monday to Friday, and I normally work the weekends as well, for every other. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do on my weekend off. I can't just sit at home and do normal people stuff. What do they do?
They sit down and watch telly.
What's that? I don't even have a TV license.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do, BBC. Definitely got one. Yeah, so I know other people were doing it before, but I just threw out some links in little Facebook groups for where I live and local areas and stuff, just for kids who had birthdays during lockdown, because we thought it was only going to be a few weeks, didn't we? How wrong were we?
It's very wrong. It's all because of stupid people, but I'm not going to get into that.
So yeah, we got a great response from that. We got loads of people doing it. Brilliant.
I was going to do a Ghostbusters one, but I was just I wasn't sure how good I'd be at it. But instead, I did a social distance birthday party for a friend of mine whose little boy really loves Ghostbusters. The year before, before COVID, I went to his primary school I actually went to his school, and they stopped lessons halfway through the day to have a birthday party for him in the gym. And I walk in with my music blasting, and he just ran over. And I'll never forget this until like ever. He ran over and grabbed my leg. He was dressed as a Ghostbuster, and he just grabbed my leg and hugged me. And I was just like, I can't handle this. This is too adorable. So I gave him some cool goodies and free stuff, and I gave him a bunch of Ghostbusters candy and a really cool Ghostbusters marshmallow lollipop and stuff like that.
That's a really good thing about cosplay, though, because like even like especially when I'm Merida and like we're all Disneyed up, the kids they just run towards you like princesses.
Yeah, they trust you, and it's really nice to see. And then I have the
lovely.
opposite effect in my Space Marine.
I've been given gifts by kids, like
Aww.
it's really sweet. I've got a really sweet Merida bag over there this little girl, I met her in Bournemouth, and she came running over to me and Wandering Pond, who was Ariel at the time. She came running over. I think she was wearing a Snow White dress, but she had glass slippers on. And I said, "Oh, have you stolen Cinderella's slippers? Does she know you've got them?" And she just looked at her dad and then ran away. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He went, No, wait." And like literally a minute later, she comes running back, and she had an interchangeable dress. And she was now Cinderella. And I was like, that's so sweet.
That's insane.
That's amazing. And then she came and found me at a con later on in the year, back in Bournemouth, but it was Coastal Comic Con.
Coco.
And she bought me a little Merida bag.
That's so sweet.
And she brought Wandering Pond a little Ariel bag as well. And it was like, ouch, my cold heart.
My black and cold heart. It grew 3 sizes. It's just the Grinch. I love it. But no, it's super sweet when things like that happen, and it really means a lot when the main one is when I'm a Ghostbuster, kids run towards me and they love it, and it's great, and I think that's awesome interaction. But when I'm a Space Marine, they scream, cry, and run away from both myself and Harry. But you know, it's like, angry robot man, and or my favorite one, which I've mentioned before. I had my helmet on and everything, and the dad was holding his little boy, and the little boy was just interested, really enthralled in the whole thing. He was just like, wow, like that. I got Harry to take my helmet off, and I didn't have my balaclava on. It was just my beard and my hair and everything. They just took my helmet off, and the kid burst into tears. Sad times. I was like, I'm not that bad looking. I'm not bad looking. I'm not that bad. Come on. No. Put my helmet back on, Harry. It's like, bump. But yeah.
I'm surprised you've never been called like a giant grey Hulk.
Someone thought I think it's Ironmonger from Iron Man. You know the first Iron Man film? When, you know, he makes the first one in the cave, and then he makes Iron Man. But then you know how, I keep forgetting his name, the bad guy in the film makes that huge one? Apparently, I was that, and helmet hides the tears. Helmet hides the tears. Yeah, apparently. I've also been called Big Robot Man. Everyone knows that. There's even a T-shirt that Richard Burge made for me that has Big Robot Man. Have a photo with the Big Robot Man. It's absolutely awesome. The Ironmonger. I think it's the Ironmonger. Jebediah, yeah, and the suit is called the Ironmonger. If you Google Iron Man, the Ironmonger, I think the really big one at the end of the film is called the Ironmonger. Yeah. So, how do you view yourself as a cosplayer? This is a question I've asked many different cosplayers, and I get varied answers. But I'd be really interested.
How do I view myself as a cosplayer?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, in general, like. Me. You're just you? Well, I mean, that's an answer. You're just you.
I mean, I am me, but I'm not me, which is great because I don't like me. So I like cosplaying because it kind of hides me. That's a really backwards answer, but there you go. Make of that what you will.
Well, yeah, there's that as well. That is like you're you, but you're not. You're you, but you're not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got this kind of persona, and you can just kind of be the person you want to be.
And you can jump in and out of it willy-nilly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like that. I like that. What got you started in it all? What started you off? Like,
I just went to a con.
What was your first ever con then?
Cardiff.
Oh, Cardiff Film and Comic Con.
Mm.
Such a good con. It's where I started as well.
Yeah.
It's gone now, though. Apparently, it's gone.
Well, because we do showmasters ones in Cardiff, Exeter, and whatnot. I'm Bournemouth. I'm pretty much 100% sure that Exeter and Bournemouth. But I think Cardiff might have one because they used to have two in a year.
Yeah, it was 2 cons a year.
Yeah.
CFCC.
So they might have one. But if not, UKCGF have you covered.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm really. You have no idea. I'm so excited for that one because it'll be nice to be back in Cardiff. Like I haven't been to a con in Cardiff in forever and a day. Jim Quizzical, but ew, showmasters.
I like showmaster shows, but that's because they let us in.
I like them
They
because
do.
of the benefits.
It's lovely. They actually invite community groups, which is really nice, which MCM don't do. So.
Oof. Oh, shots fired! Shots fired! Oh, I love it.
That's the only reason I like showmasters is because we get like a line of us. So there's like in London we had Somerset cosplayers, and we were next to the Pipe and Night, and then we were next to the Legion, and we were next to someone else, and it was great because we were all there in a great big line, and it was so much fun, and it's just like big community get together. Great.
Also, Pinkthorn Ixnay on the League anime Snay. Good God, no. Although...
Let's not mention that, shall we?
Since you have mentioned said convention, I will say this, and it's probably the best thing ever.
One.
Oh no, so have I. I used to guest at them before I found out. Don't get me wrong. Before I found out. But anyway, ignore that for a second. The main thing about this one particular con that I went to, which was that particular event and thing, is I met Harry. I met Ranger Creed Cosplay for the first time.
So some good came out of some horrible stuff.
Absolutely. But moving on.
Actually, do you know what? Actually, while we're on good coming out of horrible stuff, actually, one in Bristol, I went to, and it was the first time I cosplayed.
No way. Oh, well, there you go. But, I mean, that's something good came out of that as well. See? Yeah.
Exactly. But it was horrific. I couldn't believe some of the stuff I saw. So, but we'll leave it at that.
I love that, though. Carnifos said, you saved Harry? Awesome. I'm like, yes, I did. I saved him. Also, I love that, though. Thank you, Jim Quizzical, for the 9-bit sci-fi weekenders. Oh, Live Action Pixel! Mentioned that anime league are trash. Or the person that runs it are trash. Or the people support it trash. Wait, hold on. Mentioned that anime league are trash. Or the person's trash. Is that mentioned? I'm not sure what you mean. Live Action Pixel. Live Action Pixel. I'm confused.
Just saying that Paris is trash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Also, Live Action Pixel's here from Sneaky Zebra. What an absolute legend. Like, thank you so much for coming. I love Live Action Pixel. Also, Live Action Pixel, are you streaming now? Because if you are, we could raid you after. Yeah, so, back to it. Sorry about that. Tangent time. Ghostbusters. Hey. Tangent time.
Hey.
What advice would you give to somebody starting off?
Go for it. Don't worry about what anyone else says. Just do it. Do it. And it doesn't matter if you go out and buy something, like, I don't know, it's Halloween soon, so if you go down the shop and get a Halloween costume and then you decide to use it as a cosplay, then do it. Brilliant.
I've seen people, there was a guy on YouTube who did, he would go to a Halloween shop, he'd pick out a costume, he'd bring it home, and he would, like, airbrush it and add detail, and he would add to it, and he would make it incredible. And I'm like, how did you do that with such a terrible, not even a... Do you know what? It's really hard. I keep saying cosplay instead of costumes, and it's just so worrying, because I know some people really don't like it when they're like, oh, you mean you wear a costume, you dress up. It's like you play dress up, and I'm like, I costume up and go play at events, costume play, but yeah, you just dress up, and they're like, I guess.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not? But
Why
not
not?
like that. But again, thank you so much to Jim Quizzical. He has just given me all them biddies. All the biddies. Like,
All them bitty biddies.
I love those biddies. They're so awesome. Also, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe with Amazon Prime for free.
I do.
You do, and I love that you do. I didn't. You're the one who told me that was a thing.
Yeah, I was the first one that did it for you.
Yeah. You were just like, hey, but
Phrasing.
and then it's just like my
What?
first ever subscriber. But you literally are my first ever subscriber. I always remember that. Love
I
that.
need a t-shirt. That's number 1.
Numero uno. Shooting more biddies in your face. Thank you, Jim Quizzical. I love you, man. Where are we? I'm missing
I
questions.
don't know.
Here we are. Oh, yes! This one! I love this one. What's your funniest cosplay story?
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah, I know, because you've told me so many over the time that we've known each other. It is crazy. You have some really hilarious ones. Funny ones that, even if they're like hilariously grim, you're more than welcome to say them, because like,
I don't know. Oh, there's so many.
yeah. Do you want just say one? You don't just pick one. Don't worry if it's like your favorite, but like a funny cosplay
I
story.
know one that comes to mind, which wasn't directly because of me, but I was like
Involved
there,
in it.
so it was fine. We were at Wales Comic Con in Wrexham. The last time it was at Wrexham. Boo.
Before Wales Comic Con is now moving to England for some reason.
Yeah, now it's in Telford.
Which is like,
It's
why?
terrible. So, anyway, moving on.
Telford takeover. Moving on.
It's one of my favourite. I loved Wales Comic Con. It's the first place I met you. Not that you remember.
I'm
but-
really bad. I was hot and sweaty at that event. It was horrible. But I tried to go back to the pictures to see if I can spot you in any of the background photos.
Yeah, so we were there, and we were all going to the pub, and someone invited Danny John Jules, so we all went to the pub with the cat from Red Dwarf, and it was amazing.
I met the cat from Red Dwarf in Fuel in Cardiff.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Such
He's
a nice
so
guy.
great. And he's so dry. His humour is like amazing.
It
And
is.
people were coming up to him in the pub, and like this girl, he was savage. This girl kind of got like pushed. I don't know whether it was her mum or some like an older person, like, and they were like, "Oh, can you give her an autograph?" And he turned around and went, "Well, no, because she can't talk to me." And I was just like, "Oh, damn, I love this man."
He is.
And then he was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was just like,
I stood next to him. I got a picture with him, and I was like, "Oh, you're so cool, man! I love the stuff that you've done." And he looked at me, and he was just like, "Nice beard." Just did that to my beard. And I was like, "The cat."
"Yeah, I
touched
think
my
I got
beard."
nice hair. I think I had purple hair at that time." But yeah,
Tell you
no,
what,
he's a really nice guy, and it was just really random. We were like, "Yeah, come to the pub," and next thing, there he is, and we're like, "Shit, he came."
He's so cool. He's so cool.
Yeah.
He's such a sweetheart. Like, it's nice that when celebrities are just nice people.
Yeah, and like another great thing about him is that he doesn't charge for his selfies. He has a donation bucket. So he has a donation bucket. I think last time it was for some I can't remember what it was for.
It was for a charity, was it?
Really, it was for a charity, yeah. So you would just put in like whatever you wanted. It wasn't a kind of, oh, it's 50 quid for a selfie. He didn't care as long as you put money in the charity bucket. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I think that's really cool.
That is really cool, and more people should do that. I mean,
Yeah, they should, especially for selfies. Because, like, you mean it's on your phone that you own, that you paid the electric for. But anyway, yeah.
That's a funny thing. What are your thoughts on celebs who charge extortionate amount of money for a photo at a con?
So I don't go to cons for that reason. I don't get it.
Do I.
I don't understand it. I don't understand the whole let me pay 150 quid to have a photo with David Tennant. As much as I'm not dissing David Tennant, by the way.
No, I mean, like, it's really cool to see the celebrities in person, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't. Some of them are quite cheap.
I mean, I've had, oh my God, what's his name? This is my problem. The names all go out of my head. I'm really bad with names.
Same, don't worry.
One of the Weasley brothers, and I'm not really good at Harry Potter either. One of the twins came up to me and No Name Cosplay at Bristol and was like, can I have a picture of you two? Because I was Oogie dress and she was Oogie Boogie proper sack boy. So we got a photo with him. So that's pretty cool.
See, when they just
yeah,
come up
I
like
think-
that, you should have just been like
Yeah.
50 quid. How much are you charging for photos? 30. It's like 30 quid then.
Yeah, but no, I don't get it. I know people love it, and I know people go to cons for that reason, and they get signatures and all that sort of stuff. But I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
mean-
I have got a few signatures. I got a few on my wall, but that's more from just my favorite one that I've got is actually from Russell Hodgkinson, who was a doc in Z Nation, which is a zombie thing. It's amazing.
It's a zombie thing.
But I actually spent, yeah, it's a zombie series, kind of like end of the world sort of thing, but it's hilarious.
Hey,
You haven't
Shooting
seen it?
Cosplays is
Go
here.
watch it. Yay! Oh, Richard.
Our favorite photographer in the
right.
world.
Plug.
Yeah, plug. Look, Shooting Cosplay has made my t-shirt design. Go get designs from him. Like, yeah. I actually sent a friend of mine, John Robertson, who I did stream with quite recently. I've sent John Robertson to Shooting Cosplays to get his t-shirt designs done because John Robertson's getting more t-shirts. Hey, Warp Raven has arrived. Hey, Warp Raven. A package arrived today for Mrs. Warp Raven, and I've already opened it, and it was super cool. And I've taken some pictures, and I'm going to be posting them after the stream, and I'm super hyped. And I might even.
I've got here. I can talk about one of my all-time favorite photos, which is actually by Shooting Cosplayers with Warp Raven.
Do it. Go on, go for it.
It's my Instagram profile picture, and it's me as Annie, and then I've got Warp Raven as Na, and we're actually in a car park in Bristol, but you wouldn't know it because Shooting Cosplayers is amazing.
Oh yeah, he edits like it's just madness. That was a fun shot. That was a fun shot. Yeah, it is awesome. Yes, my favorite. Oh, see, I love that. Hey, there you go. Ranger Creed Cosplay in with Zeroah Cosplay's links there, Facebook and Instagram.
Link.
Links are there in the doobly-doo, in the chatty-watty, all that.
Doobly, what's it, wherever it is.
You would be, I don't know where you would be in relation
I've got
to
it
that.
here, but I keep going like that. Is that no? It's that way. You've
It's that way.
got me reversed.
That way.
There you go.
Well, the chat is here. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone for coming. This is awesome. Like I love seeing Warp Raven and Shooting Cosplays and everyone in chat. Absolutely awesome. I'm not gonna lie, Warp Raven. I love these. I actually have them here, but I'm not going to show them on stream. I've taken pictures and they're going to be all nice on Instagram and stuff. But I absolutely love them, and I may even cast one after the end of the stream. We'll see. I don't know yet. I'm super happy with it. But
It's the only time we've got both our costumes at a con at the same time. Yeah,
I think
we
so,
kept
yeah.
missing each other, so I love Warp Raven. She's amazing. And every time I saw Na, I was like, no. But I was always in Scarecrow or something else, and I was like, I'd never bring Annie in Tibbers.
Now was at Sci-Fi Weekender and had awesome shoulder pauldrons. It was like a tiny space marine and had her guitar.
Yeah.
And I need to bring my bass guitar to a con so we can have a photo together. And I keep forgetting. I keep missing. Like, it's so cool. There's so much cool stuff. This is why I love cosplay. It's because everyone is so fucking amazing. It makes me really, really happy. Makes me absolutely just really happy. And we need photo shoots. We need all the photo shoots with Richard Birch. We need all the photo shoots.
I love the photo shoots.
So, if you had to say, would you prefer buying or making your cosplays?
Ooh,
Or are you more of a buying and modify?
I do a bit of both.
Okay.
So I've just the newest one I've got is Triss. I keep pointing over my head because it's over there. Which I haven't worn to a con yet for reasons.
For reasons? I don't know.
So we just went up the local woods and took loads of pictures. But there's loads of stuff I want to do to it because it is just a purchased cosplay.
Okay.
So yeah, I do buy, but I then modify.
You buy and then modify, see. Well, that's also fine. I mean, buying cosplays is absolutely fine. I have nothing against that.
No,
Like, I have absolutely
I'm a
nothing
big-
against that, but
Yeah, because
especially
I
if
know
you buy and
not
modify.
everybody. Yeah, I mean, you don't have. I didn't have any when I started cosplaying. I wasn't crafty. I'm not a crafty kind of sewing or foam smith or anything like that. I don't know nothing about nothing. everything I've learned is either trial by error or YouTube.
That is awesome. Shooting Cosplayers has just put the link to the photo in the chat. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Shooting Cosplayers. You absolute
I
legend.
love that picture. Look at it. It's amazing.
It's such a cool picture.
It's such a good picture. And we're in a car park. Can you believe that?
Shooting Cosplayers says, love your hair.
I know.
It's so cool. We were talking about it at the start of the stream. It's so cool.
Tibbs is my favourite. So Tibbs, prime example, Tibbers, I found him at a charity shop, right? And he used to look really, really sweet and innocent, and then I did this to him.
And then you took his eyes out.
No, they're still under there, but you know. But I gave him claws, and yeah, and now he's Tibbers.
He looks adorable, and I love him.
Yeah.
I love seeing you walking around with him, holding him at a con. It's so sweet.
He's so much fun. I'm just like, yeah.
Now, I know I've asked you about do you prefer to work with others and stuff when you're building, but do you prefer to work with others, or do you prefer to be a bit more on the solo side of things when it comes to cosplaying as a whole, like at shows, at events, when you're walking around? Do you prefer to be in a group of people or just like by yourself?
I love a theme.
You love yeah, you guys, you do have themes. I do like that.
Normally, like, so we don't always have like a set theme. So it's not like you have to come as a Disney character or you have to come as a X or Y. You know, it's kind of a, oh, guys, do you fancy doing Disney this weekend? Like, oh, okay, we'll do that on Saturday. So DC is another one that we do a lot of. Do a lot of DC cosplays. But yeah, I do like a theme. It is nice when you can kind of have photos of people. I find photos was the hardest part for me because I find it really awkward to have my photo taken.
You look so good in so many photos that I've seen of you, though.
Yeah, but I feel really like self-conscious. I don't like them, and I quite like that picture that Rich is Shooting Cosplayers about, because I'm not actually looking at the camera. I'm looking down, so I'm like. You know, you just look at pictures and you're like, oh, look at that. Oh my God, look.
I've seen that, but it's not so much me personally. It's more, oh no, that bit on my suit is hanging out, or this, that, and the other. That's more what I do.
Yeah, I'm really like picky. So when you can have a photo with like a load of, I don't know, Disney princesses or a load of DC characters, and you can kind of like all do things, or you know, you bounce off each other, don't you? And then you find you get more kind of photo ideas. So it's like a bit more thinking out of the box. Like, what should we do?
Is your cat doing a funny
egg? Two cats under my bed fighting.
That's adorable.
That means Aloy's up there somewhere.
But no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean, because I've seen myself in cosplay photos where I'm not fully suited up. I'm just me in a cosplay that isn't, you know, and I've seen bits and I'm just like, oh, I don't like that, or I want to change that, and just like, I don't know, yeah, I get what you mean. I get quite self-conscious. That's
one of my biggest bugbears is when photographers come over and they snap you and you're half-dressed or something. Or you're half in cosplay, not half-dressed because that would be weird, but like if you're not completely cosplayed up.
Yeah, I mean... Have you ever been photo shoot shot even or whatever without a cosplay on at all? As in you just in normal clothes, just yourself? Because I've never had that. Whereas I've
never had a photo shoot.
Like Ed, for example, has so many good photos of just him, just looking dapper as anything, and it's just like
he's just the Smolder King, isn't he?
He is the Smolder King. He is absolutely.
No, I've never had one of those photo shoots that you just go and do in a studio. No, I don't. No. I'd probably break the camera or something.
Oh, stop.
No, in a rage.
What's the most expensive, like, singular prop you've ever made?
I don't know, because I buy stuff over time, and I'm not one of these people that says, right, this material is X amount, this material is that amount, blah, 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 and now that prop has cost me whatever. I have no idea.
Okay, because I do that. Well, I kind of have to, but I also do for my own sanity, so I know how much I've spent on her.
I mean, I try and make things out of as budget as possible.
Hmm.
So the thing I'm proudest of, which I need to remake because it's taken a bit of a battering over the last year or so, is my Merida bow, because I made that out of tinfoil.
That's such a cool bow, though.
It's made out of tinfoil and paper. Yeah.
That's madness. It's made out of tinfoil and paper.
Um,
You should buy
but-
a bow, like a bow frame, and then just put a string on it. Not an actual one that you can pull back, but just like a string, and then you can go around telling people,
I
"Do
like
you want
telling
to
people
change
that
your
my bow's made of
fate?"
tinfoil because they look at me and they're like, tinfoil, and I'm like, yeah, tinfoil.
It works though.
Yeah, no, it is. It's yeah, it's good. It's really good, and also it's really good for our stand because I can tell people how I made it, especially kids, because they can make stuff out of paper mache and tinfoil. Easy, anyone can.
A whole hand sewn Oogie Boogie dress should make you proud, says Shooting Cosplay.
Yeah.
It said suddenly
That well.
ball gown.
Suddenly fall down.
The modern scold says tinfoil flex. I love it. I absolutely love it. What is now? This one is kind of funny because I've seen you in this many costumes, but which one is the most uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
See, I try and make mine as comfortable as possible.
Okay, well, which one is least most comfortable as possible?
It's most comfortable. Great English. Least most comfortable.
Least most comfortable, because the question is like, what's your most uncomfortable cosplay? But least most uncomfortable cosplay.
I mean, no. All of mine are pretty comfy.
Oh, good. You don't have one that's
I mean,
like at the end of the day when you take off, you're like,
I wear a lot of corsets.
corsets
A
are
lot of corsets.
yeah, corsets
So,
are the death of a lot of
Corsets
people.
sometimes, yeah, most of my costumes have corsets, and as much as I love corsets, you can't really sit down in them for too.
Nope, you
And then
cannot.
also because I'm a proper short ass, I always wear quite high heels with certain cosplays. So not heels as in like stilettos, but like chunky.
Just chunky, like heeled ones. You took off your shoe at the the only con we did this year, and you were like, you stood there, and then you just went, and you just fell down, and I was like, okay, and then I was like, oh my god, you should put on my feet, and you were like, oh my god, and you put them on, and you walked around like that. You walked around a little bit.
It was the best thing ever.
You walked in a circle, and then the first thing is, God, how'd you do this all day? My thighs are killing me. And I was like, haha, strong thighs, strong legs. But no, I will tell you what, I've walked around MCM for a whole day. I think it was 6 hours or 7 hours in and out of the event, around the event. It's a huge event, MCM London. My hips were on fire by the time I got back to the hotel. I was barely able to walk downstairs when I got there. It was horrible, honestly. But that was just because I did many silly things and just walked around non-stop without sitting down. But we did sit down occasionally, but it's just not for long periods of time because I don't like sitting down for long. Because if I sit down long enough, someone will walk up and they'll be like, "Oh, can we have a photo?" And I'm like, I'm just in the trousers. I look like, the wrong trousers grommet right now. Like, I'd have to put everything on. And it's just, ugh. It's another cat! It's another cat.
It's
another
Aloy.
cat. Yeah.
It's the fluffball.
He's so
She's
fluffy. You are like itching his eye. Oh no. The Bugini. Pinkthorn Kato. I love it. Oh, Zeroah,
Right,
your Oogie Boogie is still my
Oogie is still my
favorite, especially
favorite.
the mini photo shoot you and No Name. The dress is stunning with the little spider.
Oh yeah, Steve.
Steve, the little spider.
Steve the spider that hides out my hood.
The little spider.
Little Steve. I freaked people out with that spider.
Yeah?
Yes, I did.
Do
You
tell.
know, you said earlier,
could
do
you
you
say
ever-
that's one of your funniest cosplay stories? Like,
Well, no, you know, you were saying earlier about scaring people in cosplay.
Yeah.
There you go. I either scare them with needles, a scarecrow, or
Yeah.
cut to people and like, do you like needles? No, I hate them. Hi.
I'm terrified of needles. I literally have a fear of them. And
I
now
will
the world
remember
knows.
that.
And now the world. No, I actually a genuine fear of them. Please don't.
Yeah, but yeah, Steve. Yeah, I freaked some girls out because they're all like, spider.
That is awesome. That is awesome. When it comes to your cosplays and stuff, how important is like accuracy to you?
None at all.
Not at all. Not a single bit.
No.
Even though I will say this, even though your Vanellope cosplay is like on point.
Yeah, but again, I made that like from a Primark hoodie, and then I just stitched all the pink bit on, and that took forever. And the skirt, it was just a black skirt. It's not hard, and yeah, some leggings I bought from eBay.
And a really cool wig that you modified with sweets.
I mean, the wig, I love that wig.
You should be proud
fun.
of that wig. That is such a cool wig. Like, and did you have some real sweets in that, or are they all fake?
No, they're all fake sweets.
Ah, okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
they're all like glass, little glass things.
Ranger Kid Cosplay, you absolute legend. He's just put the link to you and my booties.
Yeah, that's me.
There is also a video, and I love the video too. But you don't have to find the video if you don't want to. It was it was so funny. You were really happy. You were like, yeah, I'm in his boots, and I absolutely love that.
Look at my little face.
Your little face.
My little face.
That is a great photo. I do
You
have
actually stand me next to those boots though. Those boots come up to like my waist.
Oh yeah, you put them on
sure I
and you
am.
literally sunk into them, and I was like, oh god, is she actually gonna be able to walk around in these? Even though the shoes inside were size 12.
Little head like.
Just the fact that you didn't walk around in them, the fact that you were like that, you were like, boop, boop.
Swing my legs out like this.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was absolutely brilliant. This is a new question I've had. I've only asked one other person this, so I'm going to continue asking this question to people. But where did you get your cosplay name?
My name?
Your cosplay name, yeah.
Because of that guy there. That's my favourite character. So that's Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Zero is a cool character. Zero is awesome. Zeroah!
Kind of feminized it a little bit.
With an AH. Zero. Ah! This is
Yeah,
Zero.
Zero,
Ah! Zeroah
That's how
Cosplay.
I-
Do you
how I
remember I
teach
used to
people
have the hardest time saying your name?
Yeah, until I told you. Zero.
And I was like, oh, Zeroah. 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 Like, it's really easy now. But it's the same like with my name. Not Zeroah Cosplay, my actual human name.
Your actual human name
Yeah,
that you like
you know.
confuse everyone with. Yeah, that
I
one.
don't try to. I just go, oh, hi, I'm Dovrig, and they're like, who? That has different letters in it than other names, and like. But then you're going to be in Wales soon in a place you can't pronounce.
I know, amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just
And
asked you to tell me how I say it.
You will literally be 40 minutes away from me, and we should meet up for a
Yeah.
social distancing high five with
We should
sticks.
have like social distance. Yay.
Social distancing high five with sticks. I'll bring the sticks. They'll have gloves and hands on them. I'll just. They're really cool. But yeah,
In fact,
because honestly, it'll be actually nice to see people. Because right now it's just really crap, and I don't see anyone. And it's like it's just work, home, eat, sleep, work, home, eat, sleep, stream, work, home, eat, sleep, work, home, stream, work. It's just with shovel. Yeah, I'll just grab my shovel and just donk you in the head. Bonk.
yay! Hi. I'll bring
I
my
did.
side.
I actually did. I had to remove just for tonight. I had to remove the iron coin like shovel on stream, and I have my shovel then next to me with the lights on. The batteries ran out, so I have no batteries for it. So I turned it off. I was like, I didn't want people to get upset that they couldn't have the shovel with the lights on. I could do it without the lights, I guess, but it happened.
Yeah, I'll bring my scythe, and we can just like.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Just a picture of us 2 meters apart. Whoop, bang. That'd be really cool. F. Yeah, F in the chat. But it's fine. I'll get new batteries. It's only 2 AA.
This is how cosplayers do it.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what? I'll even bring.
Actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to be quite socially distant in this wig.
Are you bringing that wig?
No.
Oh, I was going to
Actually,
say.
yeah.
That'd
No. Shh. Yes,
be...
I
Okay.
am.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't say anything. Okay.
Yes, I am. The whole reason why I'm doing this rig now is because I'm taking it to Wales next week.
Are you doing a photo shoot here?
Maybe.
Hey! Oh my god! That'd be really cool. Well, let me know
Yeah.
if you are free a day that you're here, and I will happily come up and see you. I don't mind driving 40 minutes to come say hi to a friend. What I'll have to do at some point, though, is once the wig is done, I'll have to bring my Iron Warrior helmet and make you put the wig on, and then I'll put the Iron Warrior helmet on you so that your hair just goes like out.
That's if it fits.
Yeah, well, it's pretty flexible. I've built them pretty sturdy and flexible. They're pretty good helmets. They fit my fat ass head, so.
I know, but there's a lot of hair.
True.
lot
I
of
mean,
hair.
also, yeah, shovel boop. Shovel boop.
Shovel boop.
Shovel boop.
Shovel
Or.
boop.
Boop. There you go. I booped you. Now you're gonna shake forever. Forever shaking. Also, by the way, people don't actually understand like how far you guys are from me. You guys are super far away from me. Like that was almost the entire length of my shovel, just to get to you. Get shoveled. Yes, get shoveled.
Get shoveled.
Get shoveled. Get shovel faced. Get shoveled.
Get
Donk.
shoveled. Yeah.
It's such a cool shovel. I love that shovel. Thank you again, Harry. I genuinely love that shovel. It's so cool. The paint job on it's sick as fuck. I love it. But anyway, questions. How many conventions have you been to? Ever?
Pass. I don't know. Too
Oh,
many.
go on, give us a guess.
We did count, but I can't remember. Last year, I
should write
think
it down.
we did 28, maybe.
And that was in
maybe
one.
more.
Was that in 1 year?
Well, we did 28 as. I don't know. It's between kind of 28 and 35 last year.
See, that's what I love about it. Is like you can say that because me and Harry did 24. I think it was 24 in a year, and everyone's just like, "How many?" And it's like you've done like triple what I've done in my entire cosplay like life, and I'm just like,
Yeah, but we did over July, August, and September. We did a con every weekend.
yeah. Me and Harry did one. I think we did one every week for a whole month. That's 4.
Yeah. So we went from like Truro down in Cornwall. We went to Exeter, Bournemouth,
Oh,
Weymouth.
I miss Exeter. I want to go to Exeter so bad. I want to see David and Angel and Atreus again.
Yeah, we've been all over the place. London. So yeah, all over the place. All over the place.
I would love to get those maps you can get that you scratch off where you've been,
Yeah.
but just one of them, but just of the UK because I don't really travel that far, but just one of the UK, and I'd love to be able to scratch off where I've been all around the whole of the UK to different cons and stuff. That'd be really cool.
Oh, my Google Maps tells me, and I look at it sometimes, and I'm like, wow, I've been a lot of places, and most of those little dots are just cons.
Just all the
Yeah.
dots. I need to figure out if mine does that because I use my sat nav all the time on my phone. So
Yeah, you go on the timeline, and it shows you all the places you've been.
Oh my god. I need to see
awesome.
that. That is something I genuinely need to see. So, I have one last question to ask the lovely Amy, Zeroah Cosplay. One last question is, where can we find you? Where can we find you?
You can find me
Don't actually give
At
us
my
your full
secret-
address. Please don't give us your address.
undisclosed location with my
In my bunker
No,
with my cat on my lap, spin around on a chair like, I've been
my
expecting you.
fortress of solitude. No, you can find me on Facebook, Zeroah Cosplay. I use Instagram more for pictures, so I'm on there a lot more. But at the moment, it's a little bit dry because obviously COVID. But I tend to post in my story on Instagram a lot about things like making wigs, and you get lots of fluff coat pictures as well. So it's like a win-win.
We need
Like
all
cosplaying
the floof pictures. We need all the floof pictures.
cosplaying cats. Yeah, and you can also find me in my group, Somerset Cosplayers. So yeah.
Oh,
plug,
yes! I forgot to actually give Harry that link. Harry, could you look up on Facebook the Somerset Cosplayers and link that as well? That would be very much appreciated.
Yeah,
Thank you so
my
much.
little. I say little.
It is a beautiful group. It is a beautiful group of
It's a huge
people.
part of my life, and I didn't know that I needed it. so much. And
I'm just what I love about your group is how accepting you are of literally just anyone who wants to join. Because when I asked if I could join, you literally were just like, "Of course you can. Don't ask such a stupid question." And I was like,
you're like,
"Okay."
but I'm not in Somerset.
Yeah, it's literally, that was my first question. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't join." They were like, "Well," I was like, "It's because I'm not in Somerset." And they were like, "Half of the people aren't in Somerset." I was like,
We got
"Oh,
people in Dubai.
yeah." It's just like,
Yeah.
thank you, Harry. He said, "There you go," and he's put the link in the chat. Yes, exactly. Warbrave and Cos fam.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cos fam. Whoop,
Cos
whoop.
family. I love my Cos family. My Cos family extend from Sci-Fi Weekender to just all over the place. Like I have more cosplay family than anything, and I love that. And it's they've helped me through more
Oh,
than most people.
Pink Fawn
Oh, Pink
there
Thorn.
is like talking about anxiety and using maths. So I do that a lot.
Yeah.
So I love Scarecrow so much because of the math. And
The mask
because
is cool.
you can't really tell it's me, and I have so much fun. I'll even like sneak up behind people and be like, rah, because creepy Scarecrow and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I've actually
But
mentioned that in the past that
it really,
that I know a lot of cosplay friends of mine who have, they've they're quite shy when they're not in cosplay, but then as soon as they put something on, or if it's like a full mask or
yeah,
something, they just like go for it, and they're completely different people, and that's really nice to
yeah.
see. It's sort of freeing. It's sort of freeing, if anything.
A great thing I have is if I'm having a bad time at a con, I luckily I can just hide normally behind a stand, and like just have 5 minutes to myself. But yeah, normally when you're in cosplay though, you forget all those worries. You forget you've got crippling anxiety and you don't like people and you're like, oh, social situations. Yeah, you forget it all and you're just like, oh my god, I love your costume, and then that's the end of that. It's just like,
That's the funny thing is I don't know. I've not been told off, but I've been like, oh, you're lucky, and just like meh, when I'm like, I don't really have like that kind of anxiety.
yeah, I mean, some people don't. But,
Yeah, and it just
a lot of people do, and
the
it doesn't matter.
percentage, if there was like a pie chart, the percentage is more than half, like way more than
Yeah.
half of my friends
Yeah.
have some sort of anxiety in one way or another, and I try to help them out, but because I don't know enough.
Mental health is a big thing in our world,
because
and
I
it
don't
needs to
know
be
enough,
spoken about a lot more. But I definitely think for me and my mental health issues, cosplay has been the best thing ever, and creating my group. So
I'm glad
definitely.
because
Yeah.
like I've tried to help friends who have it, like try to get them out there and try to help them out, but because I don't know enough about it, I tend to mess up.
mean, it's one of those things that you have to do for yourself. You kind of have to. I know you can have friends to support you and that, but you can't make people.
No. I wouldn't try to make people.
Yeah.
I just try to help them as best I can. But here's
can
a funny one
help,
though.
It's that old thing, isn't it? It's that old thing. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Exactly.
So you could help them as much as you could do everything and anything, and feel like you've done more than enough for them, and still it might not be that time. But you just have to keep being there.
Well, here's a funny one, and it's funny now because I did speak to the person like 2 or 3 days after the con and everything, and it was perfect. They were just like, no, it's perfectly fine. It was just like a friend of mine was having a panic attack at a convention because something had happened. Someone had scared her, or someone was dressed up as someone she didn't like, and it sort of kicked off a panic attack. And she was having a bit of a panic, and she came over to my table and came behind my table and like stood next to me, and I was like, "You okay?" She's like, "I'm having a bit of a panic attack," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I hugged her, and apparently, worst thing I could have done.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just hug, like, you okay? But the thing is, she sort of put her head on my shoulder, and I was like, oh, okay, there you go, hug. And apparently, worst thing I could have done. Like, absolute, just no. Sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. At this point, apparently, it was
it all depends on the person, doesn't it? There's no set kind of like, you must do this. I mean, I had a massive panic attack at Weymouth, which was the last con we did. And I was hiding behind my table for ages. I mean, something happened, kind of Dalek Gate. But
Dalek Gate.
it's funny now, but
that's
the
such
time
a
it
good
wasn't.
name for it. That's such a good name for it.
it's funny now, but at the time it really
Oh,
wasn't.
no. At
Yeah,
the time, it was no.
it was
Now,
horrific.
Dalek Gate. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Such a great
Daleks are
name
not
for
my
it.
friends.
No, I don't blame you. It's fine. It's fine. It happens. It happens. Don't panic.
But
Don't
yeah,
panic. It's
so
fine.
yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
that's why you go to cons. That's why you make friends. All of us are a little bit weird, so we just kind of help each other.
There's no such thing as normal. Everybody's weird.
Nope, everyone's weird. And like, if you ever go to a con and you see Somerset cosplayer table and you need to hide for 5 seconds, just come and tell us that you need 5 minutes, and we'll be like, yep, sit.
Exactly. Shooting cosplays, I think we've all got an inbuilt desire to comfort anyone who's suffering. Knowing how to
Yeah.
do that is the challenge, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And because I don't know enough about the whole like people
And
with
you're a
anxiety
hugger.
and stuff to do with panic attacks,
You're
like
a
because I
hugger.
don't know enough, it's just my automatic thing is hug, water. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's just you. You're a hugger. You're like, yeah.
I do. I hug people. Yeah, especially in my space marine. Just wah. It's always fun.
Still my favorite picture of this year.
Honestly, that is my favorite picture of this year. I love that picture. It's such a nice picture.
My wall.
What? No way.
Yeah, it's on my wall.
That's so sweet. I had it as my profile picture on my Facebook page for the longest time.
Yeah,
I
it's on
love
my
that
wall.
picture. Bear hug. Funny. Call back to the beginning of the stream. But yeah, that's why I occasionally have a breakdown about wanting to get everything without a full face mask from my to-do list. I mean, it's up to you. Some people, like, I know a friend of mine who is a Power Ranger, wouldn't take his helmet off and wouldn't really speak with his helmet on until one day he was doing a photo shoot with someone and the con was just over and there was like no one on the floor and it was just me packing up and the other cosplay guest was packing up and they were having a photo shoot done and he was like, can we get one with you holding the helmet? And they stopped and then nervously took the helmet off and then did the thing and then just sort of held and looked away and had a photo taken. And I went over and I was like, and I literally, after they had the photo shoot done, and because I knew them, I was like, I know how hard that was for you, but well done. And he was like, I kind of needed to hear that. I'm like, good, because well done. Like, it was like the hardest thing for them. And I think that's awesome when people
And
just...
that's the great thing about the cosplay community. I think it doesn't matter how you look or whether you're having a really, really bad day and maybe your costume's gone completely awry. Just that one person coming up to you and going, wow, you look amazing. Even if you don't feel it, inside you're like, yes.
It's like,
Mini victory. Just like, and yeah, at the time you might not feel it, but when you get home and then you start kind of like processing what has happened throughout the day and you just think, yeah, I really needed to hear that. I'm really thankful for that.
genuinely, it genuinely means a lot. Even now with like my big suit and stuff, it still means a lot when people come up and like, it's so cool. I'm like, thanks. I mean, I love this though. The modern Scald feel the comforting embrace of the Iron Warriors, and it's like crushed.
Rushed.
Although, like, ask Amy, I was super gentle. It's power fist and everything. I had power fist, and I was like, hug. It was super nice. But genuinely, this has been absolutely, like, really fun. I mean, I know you've had, like, a hard day, and I've had a long day, and it's just been, like, we've both been, like, at the beginning, it was just
Yeah,
kind of like,
at the beginning of the stream, we're both like, oh.
yeah, we were both like dying on our asses. Like I've been working all day, and it's just been really, especially with the weather and stuff. It's been raining so much, and it's just And I had a shower, and I came out, and I was still lack of energy, and I had an energy drink, and I came over, and I was like, okay.
Well, I messaged you, didn't I? I was like, oh, feeling a bit meh, but I'm sure I'll be fine once we get going. And I have.
Yeah,
been,
and that's
you know.
what I love
And
about
this.
this.
Like,
Like,
yeah, but this is like comms as well. This is me in the morning. I'll be like, it's like, I can't be bothered. I really can't. No.
Then you
9
get
o'clock,
there.
doors are open. Okay, here we go.
yeah, and it's so much fun. Like I love at the beginning of this, we were both just like, oh, it's been a day. It's been it's just. Then the stream starts, and it's like, you know what? This is awesome because I've missed you, and it's been great to actually catch up. And
Yeah.
hopefully, when you're in Wales, we'll catch up again. That'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
Let me know when you
Maybe
are.
you can come for the photo shoot.
I have nothing to wear.
Oh no, you don't need to wear anything unless you got that bear outfit, you know.
Oh yeah. I'll come to the photo shoot like just to like yeah. Maybe I can photo you guys doing the thing. I'll be like, hey, look.
Ooh, photo the photoer.
Photoception.
Dog the dog.
But hey, thank you so much for coming, and I genuinely hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
I know I
it's been
did.
lovely.
I always enjoy.
And it's been nice to see some friendly names in there as well.
Yeah, it's been really fun. We've had a lot of people jump on. I know I said I might raid Live Action Pixel, but I have promised Lady Venom that if I'm ever streaming and she's online, we'll do it. But she's never online when I'm doing my stream. She's always on like late after. But she's doing an earlier stream today, so we're gonna raid Lady Venom. Because I haven't raided Lady Venom before. So that's what we're going to do now. But before we do, I just want to say a huge thank you to the lovely Zeroah Cosplay, the fantastic Amy. Thank you so much for coming. I hope everyone enjoyed. Warp Raven says we miss you. We miss you too.
Oh, I miss you. I miss all of you. I miss everybody.
I literally just want this whole COVID thing to be over so we can do conventions again.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got a Hazard Stripe mask coming from Russia, and it's still in Russia, and I've been messaging the Etsy guy, like, it's getting progressively more annoying and angrier, and I'm just like, where's my fucking mask? But it's whatever.
I'm pretty bummed that we're not going to do any conventions this year, but...
Same.
You know, everyone's got to stay safe. I mean, I'm a key worker, so I'm out all the time.
I would clap, but I'm not going to do that to you.
Please don't clap because it's really annoying.
I know how much you hated it. I
hated it so much because people were like, "Oh yeah, let's clap the health workers, yay!" Well, where's my pay rise?
There was one I think you would absolutely love, which was it's a nurse, it's an NHS nurse at a till, and she's got her wallet open, and she goes, "Do you accept rounds of applause?" And it's like. That meme.
Do you know what though? Oh, there was a funny night.
The modern school says essential work gang, we suffer.
Yeah, I mean there was one night, and I think I messaged. Yeah, I was parking my car, right? I didn't realise it was Thursday and it was 8 o'clock, but I parked my car. I got out of my car in my uniform, and people were just out of their pots and pans like, "Yay, well done!" And I'm like, "Did I park in the lines or what? what did they do?" You're doing that clap the NHS thing.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get the thought behind it. It was kind of nice to see the kids doing something, and it was kind of that. But it was also just give them the pay rise.
I get the sentiment, and I get like everyone doing it. Don't get me wrong, but it's when you see let's not get. Yeah.
It's fine. I know exactly what you mean, and it's just. But genuinely, thank you everyone for coming to watch the fantastic cosplay Q&A with the lovely Amy of Zeroah Cosplay. But before you guys do anything, please stay around. We're going to raid Lady Venom super quick. It's going to be super fun. So I'll put stream ending. But we'll go there. And if you have my emotes, spam them, just be like Iron Within, or just type Iron Within in capitals. She'll know. She loves it. I'm one of her mods as well, so it'll be super fun. But thank you again to Amy. This has been awesome. Love you to bits, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.